What's up, guys? In today's video for Anthony Norton, I'm going to run my EVH 5150 EL34 and use only my Maxon OD808. And of course, this is after the C137 clip. Stay tuned! What is up, you guys? It's your boy Luis Torres, and every once in a while, especially lately, I've been running into different guitarists who actually have the EVH 5153 EL34, and they're like, I don't really know if I want to go ahead and cut the capacitor, the C137 capacitor, to clear up the issue that the blue channel has. Now, some guys love the blue channel the way it came. I never liked it, and it wasn't until Kyle Bull went ahead and posted his video of his amp and how it sounded like after he cut it that I decided to go ahead and do exactly the same thing. Best decision I made for that amp, and you know, I want to go on record in saying that this is my second EL34. The first one I had, I was on the fence and a lot apprehensive when it came down to opening up the amp and clipping that capacitor. In the end, I ended up selling it, and the guy who bought it from me actually has a guitar podcast. And one of the first things he had asked was, did you modify it? And I'm like, no. And he's like, perfect. So in that scenario, it was a good thing that I didn't. But I immediately missed the EL34. So, long story short, someone in my area, someone else ended up selling theirs. I bought it. After hearing Kyle's video, I clipped it, and it was incredible. So tonight, Anthony Norton in one of the Facebook guitar groups was just like, you know, hey, does anyone have experience with the EL34? I use a Maxon OD808. I have an EQ that I feel works fine with it. What say you? And I was just like, well, you know what? I have the Maxon OD808 and just bought the Maxon OD808 Fortin mod yesterday. I bought it, and that should be here after Christmas. So I decided to set it up. Anthony, if you need my EQ settings, let me know. As far as the pedal goes, I have the drive set to noon, the tone set to 2 o'clock, and the volume balance set to 3 o'clock. Hopefully you guys end up liking the tone. So if you have an EVH 5153 EL34 50 watt, because if you have the 100 watt, you cannot do this. If you do have the 50 watt and you're on the fence whether or not you want to do the mod, it's not a modification. You just clip it, right? Here's a better question. Do you ever plan on selling your EL34? If the answer is yes, you may run into someone that wants it as is, just, you know, straight from the factory without any clipping of that 137 capacitor. But if you're going to keep it and you're like me, where you were just like, I kind of don't really like the blue channel. So in that case, have at it, do it. I'm telling you, one of my buddies that watches my channel did it yesterday, and he was just like, it is night and day. And I cannot stress that if Anthony, or anyone for that matter, if you're using the blue channel and you have to run an EQ, not that it's anything major, but you're using the EQ to fix it, By clipping the C134, you are fixing it. It is reverting back to the original blue channel tone, and that's everything, because I feel like the 137 capacitor just does way too much, and it just makes the channel, you can't even use it. For me, I couldn't use it. It was way, the sound that was coming out, regardless of what I tried to do with it, just wasn't there. So let's have a listen. I'll just go live instead of pausing it and everything. So I'm using my Kiesel Aries A6C. The bridge pickup is a Watt. I always forget because I bought this used off my buddy Mike. It has one of the bare knuckle pickups. I forgot which one it is. I'm sure if I call him, he'll tell me. But yeah, that's what that is. I'm running guitar right into my, I'll disconnect it. Maxon OD808. This is all I'm using. No noise gate or anything. And let's have a listen. And just so no one says that it's the pickup, I'm going to switch over to my 1991 ESP M2 Custom with a Seymour Duncan Nazgul in the bridge. Okay, guys, so there you have it. Hopefully, if again you have an EVH 5153 EL34 and are on the fence on whether or not you should clip that capacitor, Listen, again, if it weren't for the fact that I heard someone else clip theirs and it sounded sick, I wouldn't have done it to my amp. I then did it to my amp and instantly was so excited and thrilled that I had. And all of a sudden, it was just like, it's a workable channel now. No EQ, no anything to try to help that tone out a bit. It instantly made it just great, which is something that I kind of wanted and feel like that mod actually did just that. So it's not just for Anthony, it's for anyone out there that, again, is on the fence, deciding if they should make that change on their amp. Again, a better question, like I mentioned earlier, is do you ever plan on selling it? If the answer is yes, then maybe don't do the mod, right? Because you may sell it to someone that's like, I don't want it now because I don't want any changes to it. But if you're just going to keep it and you're not using the blue channel because it sounds like ding dong, then yes, do it. It is brutal after the clip. Before that, you have to just do a ton to try to fix it. And you know what? Papa Bear doesn't have time for that shit. All right, guys. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. And as usual, I will talk to you guys soon.